Hi, welcome to Knits Up. I'm Mindy, your hostess, otherwise known as Knitter CNY. You can find me on Ravelry as Knitter CNY, and there's also a podcast group that's over there as well. So come and join. We have a Google Plus and a Facebook page as well. This week will be a short episode. I just wanted to post something because I know I've been out of commission for a while. I went away to Cleveland, Ohio over the Memorial Day weekend here in the States. Had my birthday on the 31st and then promptly got a sinus infection that took me out of work for a day, which was not fun. You don't want to spend your birthday at the doctor going, I can't breathe, please give me an antibiotic. So that's what I got for my birthday, was an antibiotic. I'm still pretty congested, but they put me on some nasal spray that's supposed to help anti-inflammatory type stuff. Work is as busy as ever. I've worked there 20 years and I've never seen it this busy in all the time I've worked there. So I'm going to show you a couple of things, and like I said, it'll be short. One finished object this week, which is not very exciting. This is a dishcloth that I haven't woven in the ends on. It's sugar and cream. It's kind of small, and it's Grandma's Best dishcloth. You start here with 4 stitches, do increases, then do decreases. I had like half a ball of cotton, so that's what I used. I've also started a new one, and also you'll hear chirping because the cat's going by, thinking that just because I gave her some blue buffalo a little while ago that she needs more of it because she's wasting away to nothing. And this is also a dishcloth. These are traveling needles from Hobby Lobby. I think these are a size 7, and I also bought a size 8 this week because they were out on clearance on the rack. This color is called Psychedelic. That's pretty accurate. Although I've got passing clouds, I'm in the picture windows in back of the camera, but I got an LED light on as well. So I've got a sugar and cream, old sugar and cream, I think. So that's that. I did a couple of rounds on this, and of course now I've dropped up a couple of stitches. I think I have it. This is a hat I work on and off on. This is Dimensions yarn, which, believe it or not, I think it's an acrylic, and I think it's Bernat or Patents. I can't remember which, but it has all those funky colorways, blues and teals and things like that. And I think that's on a US size 9. Okay, whatever 5.5 millimeters is here, people, because that's how it's marked on the thing, because it's an old Susan Bates needle. But it's a thick and thin yarn. It's that way intentionally to give it some variation. The other thing I did a couple rounds on, and when I say couple, I mean like 4 or 5, is this, which is the blue stripe rag from Patents Croy. And this is the finished sock that we've seen a number of times. That looks huge, but it's really not. So I am here, I'm doing it cuff down, so I've gone past this red stripe, and then I'll be going to the gray. So I've got a whole other progression before I ever start the heel, so I've got to work on that, and I'm using Hiya sharps. I have to poke myself to feel if they're sharp or not. In the 2.25 millimeter US size 1, 2 needles at a time. The other thing I'm working on is on the traveling needles that I picked up at Hobby Lobby this week. I'm using, I have the label in here, I'm using a new yarn to me, which is Red Heart Scrubby, which is 100% polyester yarn that has those very interesting little nubby things there. It's 100% polyester. I didn't want to make a dishcloth out of just that, so what I'm using is some sugar and cream in cream with it. These are US size 8s, and I think I cast on 18 or 20, and I'm just knitting garter stitch. Just knit, 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 knit. These short needles are perfect for something like this. I made another one this morning, or this afternoon, and was over at a friend's house, and they've been without a dishwasher for a while, and they're not planning on buying one for a little bit. So the teenage kid is doing the dishes, and teenage kid said to me, "Can we have that?" When I said, "Yeah, you can scrub pots and pans with it." "Okay, you can have it." So I whipped that out in about maybe half an hour, 45 minutes. So this is that. It's very, with the two of them together, the cotton and the polyester, it's very thick and it's very stiff. So I'll probably make it so it's a square. So when I can fold it in half and have the one half meet the other, that'll be when I bind off. But this colorway is, like I said, it's cream. And then I think the other colorway is like a, I don't know what they call it, purple or whatever. So that's that. And the traveling needles, like I said, were on clearance. I paid $3.59 for a pair of US size 8s. I think they're maybe 7 or 8 inches long, maybe 9 inches long. But they're good for dishcloths because they're short. The only other thing I've been working on this week is another blanket. I know I've started, this will be the 3rd blanket that I've started, but seeing as it is June and the graduation party for my cousin's son is July 4th weekend, I need to have a blanket done if I want to give it to a person who is 6 feet tall. So I'm doing this. Pardon me. This is the Sawtooth Afghan. That is a free pattern on yarnspirations.com. The yarn I'm using is a combination of Bernat baby blanket and also Bernat blanket. Couple of different colorways. I started out with this one and like a beige bisque color, and then I switched to sort of a vanilla color and a darker, this is Sonoma. I don't know what the other one was. The other one was Bernat baby blanket in little sand castles. That's sort of this color. And then for the middle, I'll be doing this, which I don't know, have any idea what that color is, and like a beige. And then I'll progress, I'll reverse it. So the darkest red section will be in the middle, and then I'll do this section again, and then I'll go back out to the beige and the little sand castles. So I'm going to have more than enough yarn for this. It's just trying to use it all up. This is a really simple pattern. I'm using a boy crochet dude hook. It's a size N. It's 10 millimeters. Has a nice plasticky, grippy handle. This is really easy. It's a chain 1, single crochet into the chain below, to the chain space below. The pattern is free. Again, it's called the Sawtooth Afghan. It's a variation of the baby blanket pattern that I made earlier this year with baby blanket in those sort of tealy little royals colorway. Except this is wider. I think this is 96 or something like that across. So it's nice and wide across. It'll be warm and squishy. The important thing is it's quick. The other 2 blankets I can work on later. But at least this way I'll have something done for the 4th of July weekend. That'll be what I'm doing this afternoon. is working on this for a while, so I feel like I've made some progress on it. I've only been working on it maybe for a week and a half, so that's pretty good progress. I don't have a yardstick right here to measure it, but that's at least a couple of feet. And then we'll make the cat make an appearance, because she's been annoying me and trying to get the ends of the yarn. So this is Tigger the cat. Poor little Tigger. And now she sees herself in the camera. She's very kind of really not that excited. She's a pain in the butt most of the time. But she's a good cat. So now you've seen the cat, and now I have cat hair all over me. She looks like the cat from the Cheetos commercials, is what she reminds me of. If I try and take pictures of her, that's what she looks like. She has that long thing. So that's all I'm working on. I'm sorry if you've gotten blasted out with coughing sounds. I'm going to stop now because I'm very dry-throated and it would be better if I stopped. So you guys have a great week. I hope you go knit something and or crochet something or weave something. And if you want to post pictures of your projects over in the group, feel free to do so. If you want to chat about what you're knitting this summer, or for our Southern Hemisphere friends, what you're knitting this winter, feel free. I hope you have a great week. Bye-bye, guys.